Yeah. And like I'm not saying stop doing things for church, but I'm saying that you need to balance it. You need to understand that you're a student, you know. And as a first year, guys, if you're a first year and you're watching this, please, I am begging you. Right now, if you were exploring, stop. Yeah, Gandazi. If you don't want to prolong your degree, stop. Stop trying to explore. Stop trying to have fun during the time of examinations. This is no time to have fun. The only thing you should be doing right now is to eat, sleep, and study. And have some me time, maybe like 2 hours, watch whatever your favorite shows or whatever be on social media. But if you're saying you're going to go to a club Friday, Saturday, Sunday, during exams,
you just dancing like Kiribona. Yeah.
You know, and you're living your life, man. And Tina, we're gonna be like, she's living the life. Don't worry. I'd say that we pause because we're available. We are spoiled. But in all honesty, during exam time, it's really no joke. It's no time for you to be going to club shakers. It's no time for you to be going to stones. It's really not the time, guys.
Yeah, it's not.
It's really not. You understand? I'm not like you can have lunch with your friends, like 2 hours, but going to a club not 2 hours. It is really not going to be 2 hours. It's going to be longer.
It's going to be longer because a feeling of I don't care, it's just overpowering everything.
Yes.
When you get there, it's just like I don't care.
So
I'll see it sometime.
Yeah, guys, those are the tips, man. I mean, there's really no perfect tip. As a person, you work differently and stuff like that. But what you can take from this video is look at your lecture slides, look at your journal articles, compare, look at the notes. If you don't have notes from certain days, ask students in your class. I'm sure there was not zero attendance, you understand? Ask for help. It's important that you ask when you don't understand something. Consult with people ahead of you, people in your class, you understand that? And then also it's very important that you do question papers as a group, or if let's say a question paper was like a question in a question paper was very challenging for you, then you can ask your classmates, hey guys, please help me out, this and this and this and this and this. I don't know how to approach it, you understand? And then another thing is stay healthy. Avoid drinking energy drinks the day before your exams. Please, guys. Because you might get to the exam and you're tired because you didn't sleep the whole night. And try and get as much sleep as possible the day before your exam. Like when you wake up tomorrow, you need to feel refreshed. Avoid talking about content before your exam. And even after your exam, you're just causing unnecessary stress. Because in the morning, before your exam, you won't be able to capture it. After the exam, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, there's nothing.
You really can't change it.
Literally nothing.
Okay, so stop stressing yourself. You still have other modules to write. Another thing I'd say is, prayer. It really helps before you study, after you've studied, before you go into the exam room. It's really important for you to pray and ask God's guidance. You understand? I mean, even if you're not the angels of all angels, even if you feel like I haven't prayed in such a long time, even if you feel like you don't know how to pray, our Father does. Do that. But I prefer when you pray, you say exactly what you need to say to God. That's how I prefer it. And when you help other students, please don't try and show it to them that when you're the smart one. You really discourage them and stuff like that, so you really shouldn't do such things. And then also, I would say the best way, there isn't really a best way to study, but you have to find a place that works for you, whether you like noise, you like music, you like, find whatever strategy. But as people will respond differently to certain things, how I study, how Gabby studies, it's not going to be the same as how you study. You understand? So you just need to find your strategy, but just know that you are not alone. You don't have to suffer alone. Even if you slide through my DMs, you understand? Just, you are not alone. And you should never feel the need to take your life. You know, in Verts last year, we experienced such a tragic thing of people taking their lives. It needs not to get to that point. It really does not need to get there. Like, there's someone there that can help you. You understand? And yeah, man. And guys, please stop deferring your exams.
Oh, that one, it's not a solution.
Deferred examinations are just 10 times harder. I've never written a deferred, but people who have written it, they say they're just trying to prove to you that you should have written your exam that time. So stop deferring your exams, because it's really, really not gonna help you. I mean, you don't want during your June holidays, you wanna hear on your books when other people are out there relaxed, having fun, you know, trying to get energy for second semester, and when you're still based on first semester's work. So just try and push, and you know, surround yourself with good people, you know, great energy, you know, people who understand what you're going through, you know. Don't surround yourself with Gabriel or me, because we are not friendship goals right now. We are not doing the most. So yeah, man, like, I feel like great energy, people who understand you, I would say your friends, you know, surround yourself with those people, you know. And yeah, man, you know, you try to distress with them and stuff like that. You get chilled. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I asked a question about any exam tips. So I'm about to read out people's exam tips for some other people. So yeah, if you didn't, sorry, next time. So the first one was that study at your own pace. It is not a race. That's very powerful, by the way.
It is.
It's very, very powerful. So just like I said, you know yourself better than I know you. So move at your own pace. You're not in a race. You're in a race with yourself only. So study at your own pace. And then the second one says that read lecture slides, read your notes, and watch YouTube videos. YouTube. And then this one is like, andazi mntase, because ndiyanya ngoku sana sincwadi. But I'd say people must pray about it.
And study.
And then this one is saying that study, pray, do exam question papers, consult if you got time, ask classmates, and trust yourself.
Wow. I like the last one.
Some people are very powerful, guys. And then this one is like, get enough sleep in whatever you do. So whichever way you are studying, make sure you get enough sleep. And then the other one say, don't be scared to ask your fellows if you don't understand.
Okay.
Like what I said. And then this last one is saying, group discussions always help in all honesty, but do not study in a group. Do questions like preparations.
What you just said, actually.
And then the last one says, when you are studying, write your own notes and make use of keywords. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. Do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. See you all on episode 4. I'm not sure when it's coming, okay guys? Bye.
Bye guys.